Okay, so let me get you up to speed. Been getting to know some people, and close but not quite. I've been getting to know this guy. Goes by True Loki. And he's been helping me with my Momo. And yeah, he opens with, so how's the Izuna drop going? And you know what? Here. This is how the Izuna drop is going. Yeah. Also, hi Ron! How's it going? There it is. 4 clocks. Nicely spaced. Not quite. With cat. So the stream is gonna be this. How is that close? You know, it makes sense if you don't think about it. I still have my wallet in my pocket. All that. I like my little wallet. It's small, it's compact, and I've got my knife and my lockpicks in it. I'm happy. I made a sick ass home run today at school. Ooh, you playing like baseball, softball? Way to be, champ. So yeah, if it's anticlimactic, I did the thing wrong. And if it's cool, I did the thing right. Okay, I've got some stories set up for you guys. Because, no, really, this is the stream. I'm doing this all stream. So I've got some stories to help keep things interesting. However, I wouldn't fault you for a moment if you bounced. They were gonna tag me, but I tilted a bit and they missed me. I ended up making it to base. Way to be. Yeah, I always got in trouble for, like, just yeeting the bat. Scaring the shit out of people. So I contributed to baseball, softball never being played at the schools I intended. I felt like I shouldn't have gotten that one. Yeah, there it is. So, as we well know at this point, my first video game was Sonic 2 for the Genesis. And like, I loved it to pieces. But I wasn't good. I struggled a lot. And so I'd get to Chemical Plant Zone, and then the one part, and then I died, and watching Sonic drown kind of traumatized me, so I would just like beat the boss of Emerald Hill and then hit the reset button and play Emerald Hill again. Today, PE was extra long, so we ended up playing 3 versions of softball. I wasn't aware that there's 3 versions of softball. Nope, didn't work. Okay, good to know. But I'm glad you had good PE. Also, welcome back, Jane. There are boomer ball, regular softball, and kickball. You can consider kickball softball? Huh? I do not follow. Does Wacka agree with that? Fortnite ball. Don't forget Rocket League. Anyway, I don't know if we're thinking of the same kickball. Possibly. I just associate with... I want to forget Rocket League. Never played it, so I have no opinion. Anywho, because for me, it was softball, but with a ball you kick, and that's the same kinda. Yeah. Kinda. It's more so, where do you draw the line? When does running bases stop being softball? And by that extension, what's the difference between baseball and softball? Is softball just anything bigger than a baseball? We failed the challenge, by the way. Yeah, the one weird thing about this mod is that the water is invisible. Well, it's not invisible, it's just you can't really see it other than where their ankles are. Anyway. No clue what the difference is, they melt together in my brain. And like most random things in my life, Rocket League has a bad memory attached. I'm sorry. That sounds like a drag. However, it is a perfect segue back into my story. So, Sonic was my first video game ever. You wanna guess what my second was? Crash Bandicoot 2. And you think that I just got to start it? They dropped me in an ice level. So, not only was my first 3D platformer ever, like, I have no video game literacy for it. It had fucking ice physics. And so, like, even at the time, I'm like, this movement doesn't feel right. I really don't like this. And they're like, no, come on, just keep pushing through. You're just whining. And so I did. Many game overs later, I finished the level. And what happens in the original Crash games? When you finish the level with the bare minimum? Oh right, you watch him get beat up by boxes. I've always had a rice paper heart. But struggling for what felt like forever, and then watching this poor little thing get beaten down into the ground, I cried. I freaking cried. And I just decided I don't like 3D games. And so I just stuck with the Genesis for a good long time. PlayStation party chats changed me, bro. I wasn't even playing a game. It was the rest of the people in the party. Drill X and Skylanders Giants traumatized me as a child. Ooh, that is a story that would be interesting. Quite frankly, looking back, his song went hard. But like, Crash has quite the music. Crash OSTs do be slapping. They are way good, and I really appreciate them. There are actually a couple songs from Twin Sanity that it's just like you can put them over anything and it becomes magical. However, the next time I tried a Crash game was Crash Tag Team Racing, and this is gonna kind of get into Autumn. So I had a neighbor friend that I more or less grew up with after moving into grandparents' place. His name was Austin. We called him Autumn. And he and I both really outpaced the AI in that game. Like, I made it a personal challenge to pick the longest track, set it to the highest number of laps, and see just how far ahead of the AI I could get. And the answer was just a few seconds shy of lapping them 3 times. We really outpaced the AI. And the game's whole gimmick is that 2 carts can fuse together, and then you unfuse. Since we were just competing for first and second place, we would oftentimes just end up fusing to get it over with. But we discovered something that made the game very not playable anymore, and that is whoever disengages the fuse gets put in front of the car that they were paired with. So wait till you're just before the finish line, defuse, first place is yours. Yeah. Only able to fuse with AIs after that one, buddy. I had a friend who really liked Skylanders. He then proceeded to abandon me, but good times. He tried to explain the lore to me, but I completely tuned out. Kind of understandable. I literally sat behind the sofa while his father beat him for me. I feel that. I feel that. Literally cried over a robot with chicken feet. Skylanders changed my life. Shit was one of my first hyperfixations. Also, one time he told me white people were crazy with when Eminem started playing on his radio. Okay. All I'm saying is he was kind of onto something when he did White America. Interestingly enough, Austin and I also had to put some extra rules down for Bloody Roar, Primal Fury, because for our skill level and understanding of the game, we found an infinite, and so like banned character. Nobody could play Alice because low kick, for whatever freaking reason, when spammed, connects the same frame you finish getting up, and you can't block it. Or at least we couldn't block it. And so, yeah, a lot of spamming low kick. Alice was blacklisted. Now that I think about it, it was kind of odd that he was obsessed with rays. We were like 7. Yeah, usually they get that from their parents. Usually. I was just like super fucking loner because everyone hated my guts, so like all of that took me a long time to get my head around. Like, everybody hated me, nobody wanted to be around me. I couldn't even understand the concept of treating people differently for their anything. I just knew everyone hated me. It's the end of the track, Skylander. This drill bot is on the scene. Whoops. But yeah, you know all about that shit because we did Alice. That was a let's play. Yeah, I was being early. You know what? I kind of want to put it up here so you can hear the clickety-clack too. Let's see if it works good. Yeah. Or at least I freaking hear it. I have no idea how it sounds to you. Let's play Hey J and Asia, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod showcase. Bikini babes in Minecraft, not clickbait. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell, become part of the notification squad, never miss an upload. Remember to check out my merch store, link down in the description. And thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. early. But yeah, you remember earlier when I was telling the story about making people angry at a funeral? That was for Austin's parents. He had moved out, and it turns out that his income was very much keeping things afloat. And they ended up dying because they had a gas-powered generator in the house, carbon monoxide poisoning. Yeah. Don't mess with that stuff. You know, he was a part of my life growing up quite consistently. But then he left and severed all ties. There was one instance where I was on the phone with him with a mutual friend, and like, he didn't say anything, he didn't respond to anything. The only times he did speak was to hurl insults at the mutual friend. You can tell I'm thinking about lighting up an incense, because like, yeah, I'm thinking about that. Oh, wrong way. I just heard the drill song in Spanish. I'm actually losing it. Why is this shit so funny to me? I mean, like, I remember finding out that they have the cartoons songs dubbed in Spanish. And since they're English nonsense words, you just have all of those stay the same, and randomly there's interjections of Spanish. It's something else. I was kind of harsh with Austin, I'll be honest. Mess that up. I'm just gonna focus on practicing the thing. Technically, I smacked him in the face with a trampoline. That was a thing. He's another one of those people I never really got a good chance to tell him I appreciate. And now other people have to suffer for that. Breaking Bad Spanish dub? Yo, Breaking Bad French dub. Voice actors for the French dub are never really good enough, I swear. You know, I really don't care if that is accurate or not. That is a fantastic line, and I am proud of you, Ron. Actually, is this the same fistfire effect as Hanukkah? I wonder. You know how they say, practice till you can't do it wrong. That's a long time. I found out TF2 has a French dub. When you cover the spy in his, he says, "Oh my god," instead of French. I appreciate that. Apparently in the French dub, he's British. Okay. I learned that Siren was a bunch of Japanese VAs trying to do a British accent. That's a thing. So you want to hear about my crazy stalker? Because I had a crazy stalker for a little while. That was a trip. Yo, leave the girl. She ain't done nothing. You mean Tamaki? Oh, she's done plenty. Oh, sorry about that. I was curious. Yo! That's good, actually. Okay. Okay. I'm composed. I'm lying, but I'm gonna make it work. Okay. So... Senior year... No. I swear, senior year of high school was just like... crazy, so I always default to that. I think it would be junior year, yeah? Yeah. Anyway. Y'all remember the story with the chick who was just like toying with my emotions. And when I confronted her and said, "Yo, is this ever gonna be a thing?" And I said, and she said no, and then I decided to just like date this chick casually, and she took it super personally. Yeah, that chick. It was during all of that shit that we had the stalker happen. Oh, you're committing hard to the bit, Ron. We need a random chick name. Preferably one that sounds crazy. Because she kind of was. Justin. Alright, I can roll with that. We can make that work. So, I could kind of tell Justin had a thing for me. And I was like, whatever. I didn't really care. I'm like, as long as you keep shit, Bieber. Oh, he did happen, didn't he? As long as you keep things harmless, I don't care. You can just like be a stray puppy, whatever. So when Justin started talking to me, it's like, okay, I'll just humor. I made the mistake of giving her my phone number. And that's where she was super annoying. Because, like, she would just call me out of the blue and be like, okay, I gotta get this cadence right. Hold on real quick. So, I just got bit by a black widow spider. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die. And like, sure, I'm freaking autistic, but I could see, like, what are you even supposed to say to that? How do you answer? What even? So, yeah, shit like that quite frequently. But I maintain the whole, they're not harmful, who really cares? And then Baby Mama enters the scene, and turns out Justin kind of annoys Baby Mama too, but nowhere to the same extent. And like, since all of Justin's mental RAM is occupied with being crazy stalker, yeah, they couldn't pick up that Baby Mama and I were an item. So that was a thing. Yeah, no idea. I haven't heard from her since 2018. Well, at any rate. Engaging in some dubious tomfoolery, I hope. I just hope she's having a good life. I hope she's making the most of it. Anyway. So, eventually, Baby Mama just is kind of like, okay, I know that you think she's harmless, but she's annoying as fuck. And so, Baby Mama hit her with back off. And then I never heard from her again. So, rip Justin. I hope that wasn't your 12th reason. You know, I never hated Justin Bieber. I always thought his music was okay, but never had the primal rage others did. I disliked Justin Bieber, not out of his music or anything personal, but more so that thing of Disney star. You know what I mean? It's just some kid picked out by a bunch of executives to be a moneymaker. Nothing personnel, kid. Just, I hate what you stand for. I cried because The Last of Us Part 3 wasn't announced. Yeah, I didn't see it because, like, Nintendo and PC, that's just where I'm at. I kinda don't really care what Sony's up to. I mean, like, I bought a PlayStation controller and that's about it. Which, by the way, the buttons are too far apart. I'm just gonna bitch for a minute because my stream. I like my buttons close together. Because what I do is I just keep my thumb in the middle and I roll to the button I want to push. And when the buttons are farther apart, that's more annoying to do. He was on Disney Channel? No, he wasn't. But, like, you know how Disney stars got ruined. You start on Disney Channel and your life goes down the drain. It's why we're proud of Miley Cyrus, because she survived Disney Channel. Yo, like, conceptually, I love the Switch. It's just a matter of, yo, my PC loads games faster. I kind of want more of my life. I've got a backlog I'm trying to get through, and it sucks eggs. But yeah, people had feelings about the Sony stuff, and I've just been like smiling to myself as I scroll through people's opinions on Twitter. Because it's like, I've got no stake in this game, no horse in this race. I just totally indifferent. And in that context, it's funny to watch people's reactions, you know? My Switch doesn't have Roblox. Yet. The new PS5 Switch ripoff looks like ass? Yo, that's a thing? I'm just a Nintendo fanboy because they sold me cardboard. Who the fuck else is even gonna try that? I appreciate that they do shit no one else would ever do. Jade, I am so close to buying Super Hentai World in spite of you. Apparently they're making Splatoon knockoff, but honestly, at this point, I don't even care. So, like... Okay. The thing I like about Splatoon is that it's not so much about shooting. It's a shooter that isn't about shooting. It's about deception and manipulation. It's about exercising control and preying on lack of knowledge. And that shit's fun. I'm done with team games. I know I've said it like a million times on my channel. I'm gonna continue to say it a million times because fuck teammates. I win or lose on my merits, damn it. I can improve. They never will. They'll continue to blame their losses on some other shit. Anyway. It looks like Splatoon gameplay with Fortnite characters and weapons from ARMS. Yo, when are we gonna do the ARMS stream? That's a fighting game, right? I thought the weapons in ARMS were ARMS. True. I mean, like, I don't know that we can make people remember ARMS, but like, yo, I'm down to buy it for the sake of a couple funny streams. Oops. Yeah, but Super Hentai World is on sale constantly, so it's cheap. I mean, you make a compelling argument there, my friends. Yeah, we really are just doing this all stream. However, that being said, I think it's gonna be a shorter stream. I was expecting to stop at 30 minutes, but like, I don't know, here we are at 45 still going. But I might as well get into what's going on. So, I sat down with someone to get some advice on my Momiji, and they told me, really, work on this combo. Because if there's a sit-down stun or something else you can easily just get a launcher for, it is a short, simple combo that is a ton of damage without much resource or time. So like, learn to just get it so you can get your quick damage in. And to offset the fact that it's like 20% of their health bar, it has execution demands. The best Italian food I've ever had was in a mall in a Latin country where I don't imagine there's much demand for Italian food. So I hope when I go back, they're still gonna be open. I hope so for you too. That's random as hell, but I think about it at least once a month. I feel that. I also have random intrusive thoughts that are reoccurring. Oh, it's Indian food. I misread that. I am sorry. Himbo can't read. I don't know. I'm making the California girl do the flippy punch. That's one of those jokes I feel like people aren't going to get intuitively, and so I'm going to explain it because, you know, jokes are kind of like puppies. They're good fun and everyone loves them until you take them apart to explain how they work. So, dissection time. There was a pop song. I don't remember anything of it except for the line, Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top. And apparently the name of the song is California Girls. And it's funny to me to quote it all the time because I literally don't know anything else about this song. I don't know who does it. I don't know anything. I just know it goes Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top. What even is the point of this stream? It's a Katy Perry song, I think. I mean, it's got Katy Perry vibes. I don't know. The point of this stream is I'm gonna send it to the guy who keeps asking me how my Izuna drop's doing, and it's gonna be like, that's how my Izuna drop is doing. Welcome back. Do you remember who did California Girls, Jade? Yeah, it's for a Norse god. Ooh, I think I'm doing it too slow now. Hold on. There it is. It was Katy Perry. Gotcha. I'm gonna name my kid Thor and see how much he gets bullied for it. Yeah. I'm surprised that you're saying that here instead of on Twitter, though. You should probably put that on Twitter. I'm gonna name my kid Kratos and see how much he gets bullied for it. Probably a bit less. Because, like, you kinda gotta be a gamer to know Kratos. And, like, yeah, there's some splash that goes on there, but, like, Disney Marvel, though. This is a metaphor for stealing ideas in the art world. I'm not gonna lie, my kid would be an absolute badass if they were named Kratos. Oh boy. lore in God of War was a lore. God of War Ragnarok was an alcoholic. I haven't like gone back to it because I want to finish up other things first. But I played a little bit of Valkyrie Elysium. And oh my gosh. I tweeted about it, but no. Odin's the bad guy. You don't even need to get very far. They don't even pretend to hide it. It's just like, yo, this is the bad guy, okay? Ron, I just got the notification. I mean, at this point, we're just trying to kill like 8 more minutes. Also, you used the wrong Yor. Yo, everyone really just needs to mute me on Twitter. They really do. Don't do that to yourself. And like, in my getting introduced to people that's happened recently, it's like, they just followed you on Twitter. I'm like, oh no. You're gonna get porn on your phone now. It's unsolicited. Oh, thanks, Elon. That is so embarrassing. 1 second. Fixed. Yo, Ron's still in school? It would be 3 o'clock for you, wouldn't it? California boy. Also Daisy Duke's bikini on top. I'm Sam. 4 days of school left. It's 11 p.m. Get wrecked. Also, I just became acutely aware of the fact that my computer isn't in military time. Huh. Okay, so like I was looking for a cute summary wallpaper for my phone, and like the fingerprint reader is right in the cute anime girl's groin, and so like I feel a way about it. I mean, it's like, that would fucking track, wouldn't it? Don't worry, Jay. I'm gonna tell your dad that you're not awake. My wallpaper changes every week or so. Yeah, I try and have them seasonally appropriate. That or relevant to something currently going on in my life. Like, for Monster Hunter, we had a Monster Hunter wallpaper. But like, I still stand by Monster Hunter was a mistake. I shouldn't have even started that stream. I'm glad that you got Forge Lady Jade. I think streaming it was a mistake. In fact, the only thing recently I've been happy about streaming is, of course, Doa. But also Bullet Witch. I know you guys hate it. I think this shit's the funniest thing ever. I got sniped with a semi-truck. They off-camera shot me with a semi-truck. And there was no audio. I silently fell to the ground and got the game over screen. This is why we need Super Hentai World. Community guidelines, Jade. To all my future employers, I don't care about Super Hentai World. It's just a prank, yo. Bro, it's just a prank. It's just a prank, bro. Okay, so like, you know how at the start of this, she slams back into the wall? Right there. That little wall slam makes this combo do less damage. Health pools are 300 hit points. And if you do that little wall slam, it deals 2 less damage. Why? John, it's on Switch. I don't think it's that bad. Also, it's a match 3 game, I think. Switch game has boobs. I played Hentai versus the Forces of Evil because I was hoping it would be a so bad it's good game. It wasn't. It was just bad. You have to go through so freaking much just to have some nipples on screen. And it's like, no. It's not funny bad. It's, I don't know, just drop some enemies in so we can say the level is done bad. It sucked. It sucked. Also, a lot of hentai games are match 3. That's just how it goes. And my wrists hurt from doing the cat thing, so I'm gonna stop doing the cat thing. Oh, hey, look at that. We're in an hour 2. Stream ends when I get in a Zuna drop. Christmas? Huh?